because you're not competing with the reporting staff. You really are, writing as an outsider, and that's why they want you to be writing, because they want that outside opinion. So I don't do that. Are there any questions before I go on? How long have I been speaking for? Totally lost track.
55 minutes about.
Well, that's a long time. Any questions for me so far? Happy to answer questions.
I mean, how did you become an opinion journalist? Because, I mean, if I say something, nobody would care. So, I mean, how do you become that person?
Okay, so I didn't say to myself, wow, I'd really like to be an opinion journalist. And in fact, I wouldn't primarily define myself as an opinion journalist. I'm talking about that dimension of what I do here because you are learning to be journalists. And it is certainly part of what I do. But I'm primarily a writer. I write books. And this becomes an accessory to my book writing. Because the more it's a way to promote the books, and the books give me, there's a symbiotic relationship between the books and the journalistic writing. So the books give me the credibility to be an expert, to opine on these topics, and then getting out in the press, it's like free publicity for me. Every time, you saw that the Valentine's Day thing, author of Planet India. My publisher really likes to see that. So I'm primarily an author and an essayist who supplements, as many authors do. It's a typical kind of marriage of activities, what I do with being an opinion journalist. And if I'm solicited by a Barkadat or by CNN, we'll watch that clip in a minute, or whatever, to comment on breaking news in India, it's not because I wrote this piece for Slate magazine. It's because I wrote books, and the books are known, and the books give me that credibility. Again, I could be a professor at JNU or Harvard or Cambridge, and that would give me the legitimacy to speak, the credibility to speak. I could be a former State Department or former minister or former politician of some sort with inner insight. That could give me the credibility to speak. Or the third thing is, of course, being an author. Ramachandra Guha has the credibility he has because of the books that he's written. And that's why he gets asked. Amitav Ghosh gets written to write an opinion for the New York Times because of the books that he's written, because of his status as an author. And because he can write a very beautiful 2,000-word long form opinion about something that's very well informed and all that. And they know that, so they rely on it.
I have a question, because I'm really curious. When you come on Barkadat's show, do you get paid?
No.
How does that work?
No, I don't get paid for any of the television commentary I do, nor does anyone. I'm not the only one who doesn't get paid. Nobody gets paid who comes on as an opinion journalist. Even very famous people who come on. You don't do it to get paid. You do it because it's free publicity, and the book gets mentioned. And a lot of times they'll even show an image of my book, and then of course my publishers love that. Let's see, I'll do this, I'll go back to my